we spoke during the week, you know, you're the highest ranked guy in this card. Silenced a lot of critics tonight with that performance.
Yeah, I felt like I've been around for a long time. I've been, win losses. I've been going back and forth, and I'm trying to put together, change up my training a little bit. Did go to Alpha Male for a little bit, trying to work on improving my game overall, and I felt like today was a good performance.
How did the guys at Alpha Male, what kind of advice did they give you, especially like guys like Faber?
The big thing that I really worked on is footwork and angles, and we've been working with that Dublin, but they kind of showed me some tricks I really used in there in the fight, and closing the distance with that stuff, and just competing with the top level guys day in and day out, and have to go through that grind with those guys really bring you up to another level of conditioning, another level of athleticism.
Do you think your experience gave you another edge over Rob tonight?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've been around for a while. I fought all those top guys. I fought, Mendez. I fought Stevenson. I fought a bunch of guys that's been in the top 10. And I'm used to being diverse in those fights. He hit me with a couple of good shots, and I think that how I recovered and he keep coming forward and hit him with my own good shots really surprised him, and it really wore him out in that fight.
You're obviously known for being able to take a lot of hard shots, but how did you feel about his resilience? Because he managed to survive as well.
Yeah, he did take some hard shots. I rocked him, I thought, in the third, and he kept fighting. I put the pressure on him. He gave up his back, and I kept on working him, and he didn't. I mean, I broke him, I felt like, but he never gave up. I mean, he was fighting for every little inch till the end.
Did he surprise you in any way, or did it kind of pan out how you expected?
I'm not gonna say it panned out how I expected it. I mean, how you want it in your head.
How you wanted it.
But how I seen him going, I knew he had the power. I felt like I had speed, and like I said, I've been really working on these angles and setting up things, and I really felt like I had the wrestling advantage. I mean, when I got him on the ground, I took advantage of it and used my strengths against him.
Is there anything you feel you could have done better in the fight?
I reached a couple times for some of those strikes. I'm still tightening up my strikes, but I landed some good ones. I still got some work to do, but I feel like I'm making an improvement, and I felt like I landed some hard shots and not so many arm punches this fight.
You said that you need an opponent to get you back into the top 10. Who do you think makes most sense for you next?
I'd have to sit down and even look at the top 10 again. There's so many guys that just get ready to fight in the top 10 that fight each other, so I'm not even sure who's available, but I'm going to definitely be watching those guys and talk to Sean Shelby and try to get one of those guys as soon as possible if he lets me.
In the lead up to the fight, Rob Whiteford was saying that if you were going to wrestle him for 15 minutes, he wasn't going to be very happy about that. You showed great wrestling pedigree in there, and it seemed like you did exactly what he didn't want. In terms of game plans and looking at a fight in hindsight, do you think that now you did everything you needed to do to counteract what Rob Whiteford does?
I mean, he landed some good strikes. But I landed some good strikes. He can't say that he just went out there and I was striking with him all the way to the end. But like I said in my interview, I'm not afraid to go out there and go with my strengths. And if I feel like this is an advantage where I'm going to have a huge strength, then I'm going for it. And I did have a huge advantage in that position, and that got the fight done. And I rocked him. He hit me with some good shots. I thought it was still an exciting fight. Obviously, most people I go against don't want me to just wrestle with them and wear them out. They hate that, but that grindy style is my style, and I use it against the people.
With that judo pedigree, obviously he comes in a lot because he wants to throw you, and you were landing a lot of shots through the night because he was coming in. Did you start to notice that as the fight progressed?
Yeah, like I said, I've really been working angles and my footwork, and when he presented something, he stepped big or he's loading up for that big punch. I was just waiting for it and took my time and took advantage every time he did that.
You said you had a great time with Team Alpha Male. You want to tune up the finer elements of your game. Is that something you're going to do more in the future?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do it again. I mean, I think I'm not sure about training camps and stuff like that, but I got a good relationship with those guys, and if I can, I like to go out there and spend time with them once in a while. Just get different looks, and I think that's something I'm gonna really need to do to bring me to the next level. Is have different guys and a lot of different options.